I want to talk about a mother's cry out for her children. A mother's cry out in prayer for her children, knowing that there is generation and generation of murderers and wickedness. Generations of it. I want to tell y'all something my daddy told me. And I never got a chance to meet his daddy, my grandpa. But the only thing I can remember my daddy saying about his daddy is that he was the devil. He was the devil. And Brother Shabak, I'm answering your question in this video because I want to talk to you about my siblings, my brothers. And the main thing, my mother prayed over us so hard because she knew the lifestyle of Pawpaw. She knew the lifestyle of my uncle. I come from a generation, man, of drunks, gangsters, murderers, killers. And my daddy told me he once saw his daddy buried, killed this man, actually murdered this man, and buried him in the ground. He said his daddy did not know he was hiding behind the car watching him do it. And I never heard my daddy say anything good about his daddy other than he was the devil. He said you can look at his eyes and see the devil all in him. He did time in prison. He said my daddy always was evil. So the reason why I want to title this video "A Mother's Cry Out," my mother, I can't stress to you enough how many times my mama said her prayer, her cry out was that we would not be like them, have that mentality, that anger, and we turned out okay. This is why sometimes I wish I could get my daddy on camera to expound on some of these topics, because he was hands-on with it. And just because your father was wicked, I'm going to say dad in this sense, don't mean you have to be that way. See, this is why I always talk about these generational curses and how when Yahshua got on the cross and finished everything, said it is finished, and how that same Bible tells you you are no longer responsible for what your father did, daddy did, excuse me. Dad is not responsible for what his sons and daughters have done. But people choose to live in that curse, if that makes sense. Because they continue to speak life and death, the power of the tongue. But a mother's cry out, you can look in the Bible, look at Hannah's cry out. It's so powerful. Because when my mama tells me this, big shout out to my mama JT, Mama Sherry, she would say, y'all don't know the prayer that I prayed over and over again. Because it wasn't no good in them. And I think about that, and then I say, how many of us have came from a family of murderers, killers, older grandpas who raped their own granddaughters or their own daughters? And then you wonder why the Bible, even the Most High Yah, called Israel wicked. How do we know? Because he said, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn, or go to key word, turn from their wicked ways, then that's when they will hear from the heavens, and I will even heal their land. If my people. He wasn't talking about America. That was after Solomon's prayer. Solomon's prayer. If my people, he called his own, chosen, wicked. So we got to fast forward to Generations after generations of wickedness, and here we are. But as I close, you don't have to go down the same path. You got a choice to make. Be like your family that was wicked, or be different. Be set apart. It's your choice. Shalom.